flower just to pay respects to the victims of the Lapu Lapu festival tragedy. It's just a small little flower my daughter drew on the side. It was very sad what happened. 11 people passed away due to a guy with quote-unquote mental issues. I hope he does not just get off free with mental issues as his excuse, because the Canadian justice system is weak. People should still be punished for their crimes regardless. Having mental issues is no excuse to just get away with murder. Oh, just got hit by a moth. Sorry for the rant, but yeah, I've seen too many people get off on the excuse of mental issues. Murdering people and then just getting away scot-free. A couple of instances come to mind. One of them was in Edmonton, where this man cut off the head of another passenger in a Greyhound bus because he wasn't on his medication, and he got away free with a new identity, and now that guy's parents don't have a son, and the murderer is just with a new identity and totally free. How is that justice? That is not justice at all. You know, they say, if you kill the murderer, does that make you feel better? Yes, it does. At least you know that they won't be living a life in freedom after the so-called life sentence in Canada. Life sentence in Canada is 25 years before a chance of parole. So that means if you have good behavior, you can be out in 25 years. And they don't usually do consecutive sentences here. They do concurrent sentences. So you could kill 11 people and then be out in 25 years on good behavior, or less. If it's a mental issue, you may not even get any time. So that's just disgusting. It's because we have a very liberal left government, where the judges, the jury, the parole board are all about quote-unquote rehabilitation and letting people free and giving them a second chance. To me, you don't get a second chance if you murder someone. That's it, you're done. And this guy had a history of mental issues, so you let him out, he's still going to have mental issues, right? What good is he to society? You killed 11 people, ruined the family, ruined the lives of everybody. And then now your rights are infringed on and you get a right to get out free? I don't think so. To me, as soon as you kill someone, you give up all your rights. You get one chance, that's it. Sorry for the rant, but it just really pisses me off. Just how things go. Recently there was a person who killed someone by speeding into them at the Peace Arch in the States. Well, it was actually at the border. So he was driving very, very fast, very dangerously. And then what happened was he killed someone. And then he just got off free. In Canada, if you want to kill someone, you have to just run them over. That's the easiest way. You could just plead it was an accident. You were doing undue care. Another instance where there was a doctor that was killed by a speeder who has a history of speeding, and then the judge dismissed it, saying, "Oh, it was a momentary lapse in judgment." But he was driving over 100 kilometers an hour in a 50 zone. That's not a momentary lapse to get up to that speed. You're consciously driving above the speed limit. You didn't just press on the accelerator accidentally. And they also threw out his prior convictions. They said it would cause bias. That's not causing bias. That's a history of frequent offenses. But they threw out his previous, they didn't want to give evidence of his previous convictions. That's BS, man. How can someone, you know, have prior convictions and you don't put that into account? It's totally related to the case. You have a history of reoffending. That's how Canadian justice system is. It's garbage. I'd rather we be more harsh like the US system, which incarcerates a lot of percentage of its population. At least they're not getting out. Here it seems like the judges and the jury, they want to have as minimal time as possible. It's as if they don't have enough spaces in the prison system for people, so they just try and make excuses. So if you have homeless people, they can commit offenses, and if they're not really serious offenses, they're out on the street. And you don't have to be homeless. You have people that have been assaulted at the seawall by someone who has a history of offenses. Another instance was this guy assaulted a police officer, then the next day they assaulted a tourist on the seawall. The very next day they let him go for assaulting a police officer. Then he assaulted someone on the seawall, beat them up badly. She had to fight him off, a tourist from Toronto. And then they, you know, arrested him, and then they let him go the next day because he has to still go to trial. But you don't let someone violent offender like out. You should keep them locked up. There's a history there. They just don't. They just let him go, like you know, before, and the promise not to harass that person. Like, that's BS. Okay, let's try this. Awaken camera. Okay, pure video. I got full GPS.
Start recording.
Okay, so I'm recording now in pure video with full bars of GPS. 4 bars. And my remote is on my right hand, pointed towards the sky. So they can't complain that it doesn't have enough signal. It's connected to my X5. So my X5, this is my first time using the GPS GPS action remote on it, because I want to get the GPS overlays. So let's see what happens. I tried to use it on my Ace Pro 2 the other day. I think what maybe happened was I started recording before I had a full lock on satellites. I was recording, the GPS satellites were not there with 4 bars yet. And then throughout the ride, it was having weird issues. It would show me going 30 kilometers an hour when I was stopped, and vice versa. It would show me going 0 when I was moving. And then it was showing me these weird speeds when I should have been faster and I should have been slower. So it can't complain now. I have a full 4 bars of GPS on the Insta360 GPS.
Shit.
Like I said, holy shit. It's probably not used to seeing Robocop or Cyborg, I've been called. Okay, so I think we're close to Fraser Street. Yeah, this is Fraser Street. So this is near the incident. I don't know if the street's still closed. So this is 45th and Fraser. The incident happened at 43rd and Fraser. There was a monument, makeshift monument that they put over on 44th and Fraser, which is the next street here, and they closed off 43rd. Let's go see. So here's where one of them is. So here is one of the places where they put the monuments, remembrance. I don't know why they had to put this, that's sad. Let's turn off my front light here. I'll keep this on. So next we'll be going to they even put something over there too. Here's the candles. Open this here. Let's just keep going because there's some people there. Let's see. Oh, there's a lot here. So this is where the incident actually happened. This is 43rd. And you see there's candles all along here. It's so sad. Let's turn off my light. Might not be able to see it though if I turn my light off. Yeah, so this is 33rd where everything happened. You had a black SUV which barreled down this way and ran over people. So sad. So I'm just doing a loop around. This is the school. This is where they had the Lapu Lapu Festival. And it was, they were saying it was mostly in the school grounds. The Black Eyed Peas were performing, one of the members, who's Filipino. It was wrapping up, and that street there, 33rd, is where the food trucks were. And they were closing up, about to leave. So they were letting some cars leave and come through. They let the barricade open. The guys sped right in and just started plowing through people. It's horrific. Let's see. So this is the school here. They were saying it was a family-friendly event. It was, you know, all smiles. They were wrapping up. You know, women and children, parents, grandparents, and the guy just drove in and just started plowing into everyone. It's so sad. You know, just targeting innocent people. They did nothing. It's one of the big ones. So sad. Let's keep going because I can't see here. I don't know if I can fit through here. Yes, I can.
Not AJ. Not AJ.
Yeah, that's one of the bigger sections where everything is. I don't know where I should put this. Oh, so sad. This is right where it was. I should probably just stop here. See on the side. see, where am I going to cross? Let's cross this way. Let's go to Prince Edward. So it's a very somber moment. Just had to document of, you know, just the outpouring from the community. Not just the Filipino community, but just in Vancouver itself. Because there were multiple cultures affected. It wasn't just Filipino people that had casualties. I think over half the casualties were other nationalities. It affected everybody. But I think it hurt the Filipino community the most since it was their event, right? And you cut right into their heart of their block party. You know, this is like a big community here. So that's what makes it so tragic. It was the second year of the festival. I heard it was a lot of work to get the festival organized and to have their first one, because there's Italian Day, Greek Day, which are huge. But to have it the first kind of like Asian festival in Vancouver is like a milestone for them. You know, it was just like people were saying, it was, you know, family fun block party. Go ahead. You know, like just, you know, families and whatnot, right? And then you just have this carnage. It's like a dichotomy of such a nice, people were saying it was a nice sunny day, everyone was smiling. And then you just have all these people having casualties, you know, everyone getting hurt. It's, you know, it's very, very tragic, you know. People have empathy for the guy. I have no empathy for the guy. I don't care. They say the system killed him. Yes, it did, but it doesn't give you the excuse to run people over. Like, if you have a mental issue, you don't have to kill someone, let alone kill 11 people, right? You could have done something else. Commit suicide yourself. Don't take away innocent people. So he's been charged with second-degree murder. Knowing the Canadian justice system, he's not going to get anything. It'll be very minimal. I don't have any faith in the justice system here. It's not a justice system, it's a legal system. The perpetrators get away with a lot of things, and innocents get away are the ones that suffer. It's just so disgusting. In Canada, you can get away with running someone over. It's just called driving with undue care. It's not vehicular manslaughter or homicide. Even if it's manslaughter, that's a very, very minimal sentence. So we're going to take Prince Edward all the way to 10th. 10th is kind of like Zombieland because there are a lot of sketchy people there. How's the GPS? I have 4 bars. So let's see. So we're just on Prince Edward right now. I've never actually taken this route. I'm just going to take Prince Edward. It's getting chilly. Prince Edward. We're going to go to 10th. And then we're going to go to Deer Lake. I didn't wear my inside fleece coat. So essentially I have 2 layers. My motorcycle jacket, and then underneath is a base layer. Usually what I do is if it's really cold, then I'll put in my fleece. So right now I'm just playing with my selfie stick. It just sounds wrong. I'm just playing with the placement of my selfie stick. Yeah, it's definitely chilly. It looks like it's recycle day because a lot of people are going through the trash. Maybe they're earning their keep. started doing work. Yeah, that's chilly. I don't hear anyone, so let's go. What street is this? Can't even tell. They don't even tell you what street that is. Okay, that must have been 22nd. Let's test our horn. Okay, horn's working. Just making our way to 10th. Oh, it's cold. I should close my visor down. Right way. I've never taken this before. And then here's Kingsway. Now, how do you get across to that way? Is the question. How do I get over that way? I should Google it. Because this is not where I want to be. Okay, so who's that way? Prince Edward and 13th. That's 12th. 10th should be that way, I think. This way. Kingsway. Let's go. This is 12th, so we're gonna go to 10th. See, their lanes are not marked very well. I don't know what street this is. Okay, that's 11th, so 10th is just this way. I know what cross street this is. So this is 10th. 10th and Guelph. Okay. This is one of the main throughways. 10th. Fraser Street. Don't chance it. How's the GPS? Showing full bars. Windsor Street. Don't hear anybody. This is near Zombieland. If you don't need to stop here, don't. There has been a stabbing here. It gets sketchy at nighttime. Basically, watch your 6th and off to the sidewalk. Because you don't know what is going to hit you. See, there's police cars there, which is reassuring. Okay, so be careful here at this crossing. This is a new crossing, but it's not done yet. Yeah, thanks for stopping, douchebag. Let's go through here. It's a bit windy. When you brake, you easily get wobbles. You really have to sit down. It's a nice night to ride, but it's damn cold and windy. You have to put your visor down. I have it down but a crack open because it can get foggy. I don't think I'll make the light. 5 seconds. Nope. That's fine. I wasn't even close. Let's try some different angles here. Try high up. Try high up right behind me. Windy. Okay, let's try angled and also high up. And we'll try angled and a little bit lower. And finally, let's do underhand right here. Underhand so-so, and underhand sticking out. Let's do underhand low. So it's still Creek. They triggered the light. Yes, they did. Thank you. Gotta be careful here. It has zombies sticking out. I also don't want to hit my thing on the fence. It's cold, so it's actually perfect because there should be less people out where I want to go. I want to do the Stairway to Heaven, or whatever it's called. I'm going to cross over here. We have to go further up. Gold statue. What statue is that? Okay, it's not a statue, it's a guy. I was thinking if that was a gold statue, that'd be stolen. Stolen in a few minutes in Vancouver. And then sold on East Hastings. I'm not joking, I'm serious. So yeah, there's a few sketchy people there. You can call me biased or whatnot, I'm just telling you the truth. There used to be a bike chop shop around here. See, it's kind of sketchy here. It's kind of dark. This is where the roof caved in. At that shop, it was a bakery. A few people died. Too much weight on the top of the parking lot. Who thinks that having a parking lot on top of the building is a good idea? They didn't learn from Ceylon Foods in the 90s at Station Square, Metrotown. Opening day, the cars crashed through the roof while shoppers were inside. Luckily, no one died. You don't want to have like tons of metal on top of shoppers below. I mean, you should have it the other way around. It's underground parking lot below the store, not above it. That just makes no sense. Just common sense. I'm no engineer, but you should have weight below the shoppers, not above their heads. Okay, so here it's also a little sketchy too. It's kind of remote. Okay, let's go. My mounting today is not great. Let's go sit down. You just gotta be careful, there's some tree ruts here. Your roots near the end near Home Depot, but they kind of fixed. We don't usually use this way. That's something different. Cool, stand up. You don't know, right? You don't know what kind of bumps you're going to encounter, you should stand up. Especially how they resurfaced this here around the support beam. It's very cambered. Let's see, did I make it past the turnstile? No, they put the turnstile right here. That's so annoying. It's so that you don't kill yourself at the railroad crossing. Let's do high up. Down. See if there's any cross traffic. If not, we can go. Yes, I don't see cross traffic, so we're going to Still Creek now. Watch out here, because there's a lot of crows. It's like, quote, the raven nevermore. So it's a bit tricky to have this going this way. Do underhand, do sideways first. And we'll do underhand. I should stand up here because this lip is pretty tall. Also here as well. Pretty cold today. So whenever you're uncertain, stand up. And then here it's a bit sketchy. You see how this is uneven surface? Definitely stand up. Here you can sit down for a bit. We're going to get onto the Central Valley Greenway. Sorry, yeah, this is the Central Valley Greenway, I should say. There's a certain section where it's like in the forest that they paved, which is nice. Let's go all the way down Still Creek. Let's go put this like here in front of us. So I've been testing the Ace Insta360 X5. Compared to the Ace Pro 2 in low light, I think the Ace Pro 2 is better because it's more concentrated density of the pixels in a certain field of view. Whereas the X5 is like a full 360 sphere, so 180 on each side, so the pixels are not as dense. Even though I shoot in 8K pure video for the X5, I shoot the Ace Pro 2 in also pure video, but at 4K, because 8K is apparently not as good in low light and fast action. And I found that the Ace Pro 2 keeps onto the details and the highlights better. The only thing is it's a little too contrasty and HDR looking, a little bit fake looking out of the box. Then if I compare it with the Ace, with the X5 overexposes a little bit, so the highlights are blown out. These are an extreme comparisons, like in the forest at night with my flashlight, my EUC. Yeah, so the X5 overexposes a bit, and some of the shadows are not as brightened as well as the Ace Pro 2. Like if you go into the forest, the Ace Pro 2 will show you everything in the flashlight's beam and also the surrounding of it, like the tree line on the sides. In the X5, it's more of like a tunnel vision, so like in the middle where the flashlight is, you'll see most detail, a little bit blown out, and then around the side there'll just be a black tunnel, so you don't get as much of the surrounding. The field of view is trickier because there's so much darkness you have and then just a little bit of light, so it has to do matrix compensation, so it's gonna fail somewhere. Either you're gonna have it way too underexposed or way too overexposed. So it errs on the side of overexposing, I find. So like when you look at the night sky or dusk, the X5 is a little bit too bright and artificial looking. Like it'll show like a blue sky when it's actually nighttime. The Ace Pro 2 is more true to life, I guess you could say. even though there's like a slight HDR effect where it's too contrasty. Oh, it's pretty cold. So my knee is starting to hurt now because of all this mounting and this mounting. I'm not going very fast. This is a good test for the GPS. GPS at full bars. Now let's see, where is it gonna go? Is it gonna go for him or for me? I guess it's gonna go for him. Let's go, because this is a weird crossing. And there's some signage, Central Valley Greenway. Now what did they do here? What is going on? They closed it? What did it say? Central Valley Greenway. Okay. Let's see where this goes. Okay, let's see. It says this way. Then take a right here. Okay. Curious. Ooh. Okay, interesting. This is interesting. Usually you don't go through here. Okay. So we're taking this to Deer Lake. I don't like how they made it like this. It's like this is a main bikeway thoroughfare. Yet you put these barriers here to slow it way down. I'm curious. Okay. Let's see you gain some speed here. Pretty windy. Let's keep going this way and see how far this goes. Let's have a seat. That's the bridge. Ooh, it's cold. I should have worn my other layer. I'm curious though, how far does this go? Because it will end somewhere. I don't know why I said Central Valley Greenway that way. Where does that go? Is road closed? Okay, let's see. Okay. Let's detour. Okay, detour ends. So they closed part of that. Be careful here. Curious how far that goes. Oh, windy. Very windy. Super windy here. Let's just take it easy. I think those are the Stairway to Hell right straight up ahead. Or maybe not, I'm not sure. Where's this on the left? Okay, I know where that is. I think this is 8 rings if I'm not mistaken, or maybe not. There has to be a better way to get across. This is part of the new adventure. Because I don't know where this goes. Let's see. Sperling, okay. That is, I think, something to hell or whatever. Yeah, because we need to get across this way. That's like the highway. I really don't know where I'm going, actually. This is a low light test. I'm curious if there's a way to get around. Let's just see. Looks like they're going to put an overpass here. Where is this? I honestly do not know where this is. I should check something. Where exactly am I?
Head southwest on Glencairn Drive.
Sperling. Kensington. Let's just have this as loud as I can. We'll do a big loop because I'm curious to see how this goes. I don't think we'll do Deer Lake itself today, but I'd like to do those stairs. This is Burnaby Lake. I'm trying to close my thing. A big loop, I think. That's on gravel here. Interesting. Let's put this up so we don't get any dust on the lens. trail is a little bit rutted here, if they can call it a trail. It's interesting though. Okay, let's see, where am I going? Let's go back to the main head here, because I need to check them out. At least we'll stay here where it's bright enough. Because we do not want to get stuck here in the dark. There we go. So let's see. Where is that? That's Highway 1. Where are we? Basically, I have to keep going on the freeway trail. And then we'll get to Sperling. Sperling, turn left. So just keep following it. Kensington. Okay, totally did a big loop. This is what happens when you try and just explore. It's part of the adventure. Yeah, it's interesting. How's my GPS? GPS is fine. Battery is okay. Let's keep going, shall we? Back to riding alone. That's what I'm used to. Uncharted territory for sure. It's quite a ways. It says it's 24 minutes. So basically we're going to follow the highway. This is the equestrian loop. Okay. Sure. I have not gone in here before. This is going pretty deep into the forest. Oh, what's that? Is that forest crap? think so. Yeah, this is all horse crap. I think I should have taken the equestrian loop. Yeah, this is disgusting. Just piles and piles of horse shit. See those lumps? That's all horse crap. I feel like it's going weird bull crap. Have to follow the highway. What does that say? Inner loop. Ashton something entrance. I have never gone here at nighttime. The street is that way. Inner loop. This sign is not very good. Parking. The highway's this way. I don't know if this is the right place though. Outer loop. Sure. This is already good enough for me. Like, I don't need to do Deer Lake. This is already part of the adventure. Just following the highway. Get to Sperling. Okay, I think we're on the right path. Ooh, that's a lot of crap. I'm gonna come out here. Sperling. So much crap here. Where am I? Don't want to go to the stables. I just want to get out. hours. Okay. I think this is the exit. Burnaby Lake Avalon entrance. Okay, Avalon entrance. That was interesting. I have never gone that way before. That was a big loop. So let's turn left here. Where am I? Caribou. We keep going and it'll hit Sperling. Oh, this is where we come out. Interesting. Interesting, okay. This is where we came out. So, to get where I want to go, I keep going along that way. Yeah, Winston. There's a train. Let's go up to it. I'm curious though, it says Central Valley. Trail. That's a trap. I don't want to go that way. You led into a trap. Interesting. I think we may not do the stairs today because I totally did a weird way. The train. A lot of crap on my wheel? I don't know. It's kind of cool though. Let's do this. Bump, bump, bump. Let's go. Do, 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 do. It's not a weight sensor. So I just did a big loop for no reason, because I was curious to see if I could go through that way. Now I know, don't go that way. So now I need to make my way up this way. Go this way.
You missed it.
Let's see, I'll go this way.
Can I hop on? Hi.
Hi.
Is that a camera?
Yep.
Hi.
See, those are the girls when I was growing up. Scared me. It's so aggressive. It's like, right? You want to date one of those? No, thank you. So I was here earlier. I ended up going straight back that way and totally screwing myself over. I was here. So we're gonna go turn left instead of when I went straight that way. Oh, windy. Like I was saying, those are the girls that kind of scared me when I was growing up because they're super aggressive, right? And imagine dating one of them. They're gonna cut off your balls essentially and be wearing the pants in the relationship. You don't want one of those. Unless that's your thing. That's for me. Being a shy Asian boy, that's not what I wanted. Okay, so let's see. So let's turn left here. Yeah, so I should have gone this way earlier, but it turned out I went the wrong way. And now I kind of need to take a leak because it was such a long detour. This is the way I should have gone. I don't know if I'm going to do the stairs anymore because I need to kind of pee. Just take the bike lane instead of going on the sidewalk here. Just take the lane. No one else around. Just watch out for these asphalt snakes, tar snakes. Actually go on the street. Let's just go and stay the street. Eventually get onto the pathway again. This is Park Street anyway. No one else around. Here, there's a lot of bad people. I can slow down and take us here. That back there was a lot of tree ruts. Ooh. Yeah, if I stayed on the street here, then I'd be screwed. So that's good I switched over at this point. This is after the tree ruts. It's cold. On some high speed. Trail to high speed. because the trail actually gets your legs more used to all the you know, micro adjustments. So then when you get onto the street, everything seems easy. The Deer Lake is over here. There's no one around. Let's just go. What time is it? It's already 12 o'clock. Did not plan to go all the way around Burnaby Lake. It's my first time going to Burnaby Lake, and we went on the equestrian trails. A lot of horse shit there. A lot of horse shit. It's not what I wanted to do. I just wanted to do the, we call it the Stairway to Heaven. Now my legs are tired, but not terrible. Here's where I fell down on my V10F when I was learning. It was a bit of a steep hill, and I just kind of bailed. I started going way too fast. I was like, what do? You bail. I wonder if I should just go home. I think I might just go home because I need to use the bathroom. Yeah, let's just go. Let's go home. Let's not do the stairs today. Wait till my friends can do the stairs. Let's try this way. What's that guy doing? Oh, it's from sorts. Of course, you have to do it as I'm coming along. Don't trust you, Uber. This is actually another spot where I actually bailed on my V10F. I got death wobbles. So this is the straight way to get to Royal Oak. You bypass that whole part of the Deer Lake Parkway, and then Royal Oak is right here. So actually the Stairway to Heaven is nearby. Once I hit that, if I turn left and go up Royal Oak, the Stairway to Heaven's right there. Maybe. Let's see. It depends if how much I need to go pee. That's Royal Oak up there. Now is actually a perfect time because it's midnight. There shouldn't be anyone around. Because you don't want to do it when there's people around. You want to be inconspicuous. You don't want to be conspicuous. Let's go this way. Let's go check out the climb. Because there's supposed to be a bikeway here. This is the bikeway up Royal Oak. Battery life is not doing the greatest. Got about 30% left on the GPS remote. I'm gonna lose GPS signal It's pretty dark here. Interesting. So it just climbs up. This is pretty steep. Oh yeah. Buxton. Pretty steep. Okay, we reached the top. We're here already, might as well just go. The Stairway to Heaven. That's what it's called. Heavenly Stairs, or whatever you want to call it. There it is. Oh, it's cold. Wait. I don't like how it's tilted like this. Oh, it's tilting. Let's scope it out. There's stairs here. I don't want to crash into that. I go over this way. Is there anyone there? Curious what it looks like. So it's like stairs, 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 stairs. But then it's a short short overhang here. That's the only thing. It's better if I take it this way. This is the first set. Need a better run up. It's too close. A little more space. But I don't want to go too fast. That's okay. Okay, let's go. Whoa. Whoa. Way too fast. Whoa. Yeah, I went way too fast. Lost control. Way too fast. I'm exhausted. Wow. That is exhausting. Those steps are pretty steep. Whew. I don't think I'm going to do the stairway to hell. That stairway already is pretty hairy because I was getting a lot of momentum. Basically, you just go and send it. These stairs, this stair set is not my favorite. Just stay, stop moving forward. Oh. Whew. I'm exhausted because it was a long ride. This stair set's about like I don't know how much you want to say. Whew. That is exhausting. I found I was getting too much speed. It wasn't too smooth. And then my camera was my least concerned. My least concern was my camera. So I don't know if that's all washed out or not. Let's see if I turn this off. Might be better that way. Just don't want to go sailing over it too much. See, they're kind of steep. Whew. Wow. I am done. Some of those stairs are steeper than others. It's like, screw the camera placement, I just didn't want to bail. What I should do is actually take a picture of the whole stair set when I'm at the bottom. Let's go back. Totally missed that. I was just ready to go. Yeah, I don't think I would do Stairway Hell after doing that. Let's just see what it looks like from down here. Ugh. Let's see, can I bring it up? One. Bring it up one set. I don't think so. Ugh. It's a better angle to shoot from here. Ugh. 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 This is right at the bottom. Whew. Okay, I'm done. Yeah, they get steeper as you go down along here. How am I doing for battery life? Okay. Do one more set, not die. Might as well just go along Kingsway. Time is it? Okay. Car. Bus there turning. flashing at me for? Fucking idiot. Let's go. Flashing me. I don't have my high beams at you. Fucking idiot. Let's avoid all this crap here. I don't like how they put this barrier like stuff there. It's gonna take Kingsway itself. But they don't have a light, so we're just gonna stop over here on the sidewalk. Okay, let's go. Just gonna get onto the sidewalk here and then cross over later. Doot. It's over at the sidewalk. Let's go.